Yeah, so this is some fucking bullshit. So I go to work and my boss is like, hey, I need to talk to you in the back room. And I say, okay. And then he's like, yeah, are you selling drugs out of this store? And I was like, what? No. And he's like, well, because we have on camera you talking to people in the parking lot. And at one point it looks like you're shaking their hands or maybe making a hand-to-hand transaction. We really can't tell. So we figured we'd ask you about it. And I was like, no. And this is a problem with America. They won't let me get a good job. They won't let me get a car. They won't let me get a good girlfriend. Everyone I find is just a stupid hoe. Like, I can't even find a good girlfriend. But what do I get? I get accused. If I was selling drugs, you really think I'd be working at this gas station? No. I would use my drug money and I would have a car and I would be living in a shed and I would have like a nice girlfriend because I'd have money. Like, no, this is a problem with America. Everyone just accuses me of everything and it's bullshit. So my mom and her wife, they come in my shed when I'm at work and they take my belts. So I go to work sometimes and my pants are sagging and I have to keep pulling them up. And I'm sometimes worried that everyone's going to see my ass crack and everything. So I have to just, keep pulling them up all the time. But sometimes that's really hard, especially when I'm scrubbing the toilets and everything. But it's just bullshit that my mom and her wife would even take my belts. Like, what? What do they think I'm going to do? Hang myself with them? And I asked about it, and they just said that, they're a little worried about how I've been acting lately. And it's like, this is bullshit. The way I act is just fine. The reason I act like this is because America. It doesn't let me have a good job. Like, if I could just find a good girlfriend at least. But no, I really can't. Every time I talk to a girl, it seems to go great for a couple of days, and then they just ghost me. Like, I met this one girl, she seemed really cool, she listened to metal and everything, and I talked to her for a little bit, but then what did she do? She just ghosted me. And it's like, that's the problem with American women. It's just Americans in general. Everyone's just so full of themselves and so selfish. If someone would just help me, like the security guy that said he was going to get me a uniform, but I never heard from him again, or just anybody, I just need a good job. It's not like I can work at McDonald's or anything. That would just drive me completely insane. But, anything else, well, not fast food, but, maybe if I could find like a security job or something. I don't have a driver's license, but, I'm sure there's something I could do. But America just won't let me get the opportunity. And a couple of people have told me I should just get a second job until I can get some money saved up. But it's like, why should I have to push myself that hard? Not other countries don't have to deal with this kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, why don't you just work at McDonald's? It's like, no, fuck you, man. You work at McDonald's. I hate McDonald's. Their food is made out of people. The fries are full of grease. It's just terrible. Why would I work there? It's not bad enough I have to work at this gas station in America. And what, you want me to work at McDonald's too? Like, really, McDonald's? See, this is just the problem with America. You're supposed to kill yourself to get ahead in life. But yeah, this is all I have for tonight. I just hate that I can't do anything without getting accused. And just how America just will not let me get ahead. But if you guys really want to help me out, just like, subscribe, maybe drop a comment. That would really help me out. Okay, guys.